Hello, my name is Blair Young. I'm the sports editor for the Morgan State newspaper, the MSU Spokesman. This is my weekly sports show called the Spokesman Sports Minute. Welcome back to another episode of the Spokesman Sports Minute. I'm Blair Young, and here's a quick recap of last week's action.
Welcome back to another episode of the Spokesman Sports Minute. I'm Blair Young, reporting from the MEAC Indoor Track Championships in Landover, Maryland. Let's see how the teams finished this weekend. Hello, I'm Blair Young. This week I traveled to Elkton, Maryland to follow the women's tennis team as they took on the Delaware Blue Hens. Let's find out how they fared and more on this week's Spokesman Sports Minute. Our next story is about the football team signing day ceremony. They welcomed in 20 new players to Morgan for next season. After only one win, the team has much room for improvement.
Before every home game, the Morgan State football team takes a walk through the new Legends Plaza. This is their way to honor the past as well as to motivate themselves for the upcoming football game. The Bears have 3 games left in their season, including one at home on November 18th. They're going to have to turn it around if they hope to improve on last year's record. This has been Blair Young for Bear TV News.
Welcome to the premiere episode of my new show, The Morgan Sports Beat. Here at The Beat, we go beyond the box score to find our stories. My name is Blair Young, and I'm the #1 source on Morgan State athletics. Our first story starts about the NCAA violations that were announced back in December. Morgan State was punished for allowing 84 ineligible athletes to play over a 4-year period. I sat down with athletic director Edward Scott to ask him a few questions. It is important to mention that all the NCAA violations occurred before Scott took the job here in Morgan. In a short amount of time, he's made a lot of changes to the athletic program. As spring starts to heat up, the football team has begun practicing. Our next story focuses on the incoming recruiting class that was announced earlier this year at a signing day event. Let's hope some of these players will have immediate impact on the football team season next year. They opened up the season at home versus crosstown rival Towson next year. Thank you for joining me for this episode of the Morgan Sports Beat. Stay tuned for more, because here at The Beat, we're the heart of Morgan athletics.
Anytime you beat Coppin, it's a special night, right? But to bring out 133 student athletes who all earned a 3.0 or higher last semester, which is over 46% of our population, I've always dreamed of the day of creating my own athletic director's honor roll. And I went home and told my wife that night to see it come to fruition. That for me was really, really special. And most importantly, because our student athletes, not only did we feed them and we gave them nice quarter zips that said AD honor roll on it, to see their faces when they got a standing ovation in front of 4,000+ people, to me, there's nothing better than that as an athletic director. And then when you cap it off with 2 wins over your in-town rival, I slept pretty good that night.
How would you say that Morgan's helped you grow as not only a player, but a man?
Morgan helped me grow in many ways, you know what I'm saying? As first coming in, you know what I'm saying, being a nuisance, got my hair right, you know what I'm saying, teaching you how to humble yourself for 1, calm you down for 2. Just showing that you have to have a lot of poise and a lot of patience with school and being a student athlete, period.
On a deep pass to receiver Manasseh Bailey in the second quarter.
On a big play, my coach, he was standing right beside me. He said, just run. Because he know I'm kind of fast. So he said, just run, just get out there. And he said, go. Ball and snap, and I just took off.
30, Janisa Fontroy.
I think Morgan has definitely helped me learn to find my place, like my role in life as well as a team. Also, I feel like it definitely helped me grow up as a person.
On this week's Spokesman Sports Minute, we check in on the spring sports as they prepare for the end of their seasons. The tennis teams played a match at home versus Hofstra. The women's team lost in a close matchup 4-3. The men's team has continued their winning streak, extending it to 11 matches after they defeated Hofstra 4-2. They lead their division with a 12-4 record overall. The track team traveled cross town to the Towson Invitational. The women's team came in third thanks to 4 first-place finishes. The men's team came in first with a dominant effort. Deshaun White led the team with wins in the 100 and 200-yard sprints, and Kobe Jordan Rooms and Lloyd Hilton took home the triple and long jumps respectively. The softball team has been on a streak of their own, winning 10 games in a row to take over first place in their division. They beat Delaware State thanks to great offense and pitching. They still have 3 series left before the MEAC tournament starts in May. Tune in next week for more from the Spokesman Sports Minute.